Welcome students. So we'll continue unit 3 rest of the portions in this video. So now it is 31st question. So the existing MAC protocols cannot be used in MANETs because MANET is mobile ad hoc networks. So because of the reason, first is the resource constrained nodes, limited bandwidth, lack of centralized control, and all of these above. So the MAC protocols that are existing which are not usable in this mobile ad hoc networks because of all the reasons. The resource constrained nodes and the bandwidth is very limited. Lack of centralized control. There is no centralized control. So all these makes the existing MAC protocol not suitable for MANETs. And the next question is RTS CTS period, request to send and clear to send. So this period is known as contention period. And the next question is in MAC-RW, data sending frame DS frame is of size. It is of 30 bytes. So it is nothing, 30 bytes answer. And next question, throughput in wireless ad hoc networks with n nodes decreases at a rate. Throughput of a wireless network. Throughput in the sense the outcome, the efficiency, in that manner you can understand. So throughput in wireless ad hoc networks with n nodes, n is number of nodes, decreases at the rate of, when with the number of nodes increases அப்படினா, the throughput is decreasing. It decreases at the rate of root of n. First choice, that is the answer, square root of n. The next question is, the main source of power consumption in wireless sensor network is due to the transmission mechanism. So there are 4 choices given. One is sensing mechanism, and other is processing, and other is transmitting. So it is because of the transmission, the source, the node consumes more power. Okay. So the main source of power consumption is transmitting. And the next question, the nodes which are unable to perform an operation because of either power failure or environmental events are termed as. So the nodes are known as failed nodes. And the next is, the nodes which deliberately disrupt the correct operation of the routing protocol are known as malicious nodes. That means the nodes are disturbing the other nodes, the correctly operating nodes operation. So those nodes are known as malicious nodes. Then the next one is, which of the following technologies enable wireless ad hoc networking? So it is ZigBee technology. Okay, ZigBee is what is called, it enabled wireless ad hoc networking technology. And the next one is, the solution for optimal coverage includes the important parameters. The optimal coverage in the sense, the coverage area. So it includes, first point, coverage requirement, detection time, number of sensors. So all these are the parameters for the solution of optimal coverage. For getting an optimum coverage, the coverage requirement, detection time, and number of sensors, all these are required parameters. And the ratio between transmission range and sensing range, a very simple question. It is 2:1. Transmission range and sensing range, the ratio is 2:1. The adequate placement of sensor node is important to ensure, while establishing a WSN network, we have to place the adequate number of sensor nodes to ensure. First point is adequate power consumption, second is adequate transmission, and third is adequate coverage. So why we are placing so many nodes? Because to cover the entire area, so that we can able to get the details. Okay, so adequate coverage is the correct answer for the question. Then the next question, which of the following statements does not describe SMAC protocol correctly? So read the statements. We have already discussed about SMAC protocol's nature. So energy dissipation is reduced in SMAC through idle listening. And second point is the implementation of algorithm is simple. And third point is sleep and listen vary constantly based on network traffic conditions. So that is the wrong statement, because we know in SMAC the sleep time and listen times are not variable. They are not varying according to the traffic or conditions. Okay, so that is a wrong statement regarding SMAC. And next question is, why is implementation of MAC protocols important in context of WSN? So because it supports multi-hop communication and special design for energy constrained environments, support for ad hoc node deployment. So all these are the importance when implementing, because if you implement a MAC protocol because of these reasons. So these are all the correct statements. So supports multi-hopping communication and special design for energy constrained environment, support for ad hoc node deployment. Then next question, which is not a cause for undesired energy wastage in WSN? Which is not a cause for undesired energy wastage? So first is sensing of events, idle listening, overhearing and collision. So actually idle listening, overhearing and collision, all these are undesired wastage of energy that happens in an WSN, wireless sensor networks, in a node. Sensing of event is not a cause for undesired energy wastage, because event sensing is the aim of a node. So it is not an undesired energy wastage. So then next is the leech uses dynamic dash cycles. So it uses dynamic TDMA cycles. Leech uses dynamic TDMA cycles, that we already know, because the leech is having adaptive duty cycle. That means based on the traffic conditions, its sleep period and can vary, because if there is no traffic in that environment, it can go to premature sleep. That also we discussed earlier. So the leech uses dynamic TDMA cycles, time division multiple access, dynamic varying TDMA. Okay. And which of the following jamming attack is time specific? So these are all like one word questions. Time specific jamming attack is intermittent jamming, that is time specific jamming. And the primary challenges of embedded operating systems are small memory footprint, efficient in power and computation, lack of hardware parallelism. So all these are the challenges of an embedded operating system. Small memory, efficient in power and computation, and lack of hardware parallelism. Then 48, the next question is, the advantage of event driven model operating system in WSN are the event driven model operating system. Actually these topics entirely they are oriented towards 50 unit topics, but anyhow, so we'll see some simple 1 mark here. So the advantage of event driven model. So concurrency with low resources, complements the way networking protocols work, inexpensive scheduling technique. So all these are the advantage of event driven model. See, while reading this question, you must know the advantage. You are reading the advantages. All these are the advantages. If in question they are asking something different of this, then if only you know the advantages, then only you can answer whether it is advantage or disadvantage. And the next is example of event driven model operating system in WSN. For event driven model operating system, we can say TinyOS as an example. So answer is TinyOS. And a Bluetooth network consists of one primary device and up to how many secondary devices? Yes, the answer is 7. So a Bluetooth device can accommodate 7 secondary devices. And the next one is, the radar is one kind of dash sensor. It is an active type of sensor. Radar active. And one malicious node behaves like multiple nodes. This type of attack is known as Sybil attack. One node behaving like many other nodes. So this is called Sybil attack. And the Based on these attacks, we'll discuss in Unit 4 a little bit elaborately. And the next question, the flash memory of microcontroller in a sensor node is used to mainly hold the program code. Okay, hold the database, hold the data sheet, hold the program variables. All these are almost relevant, but the actual thing is holding a program code. That is the use or work of a flash memory in a microcontroller. And the example of selective forwarding attack is sinkhole attack. Selective forwarding is sinkhole attack. And the traditional cryptographic algorithms cannot be used directly in WSN because sensor nodes are resource constrained. The main thing, so this is about Unit 4's core content. So cryptographic algorithms are directly cannot be used in WSN because of the resource constrained. The nodes are highly resource constrained. So that's why we cannot use these kind of cryptographic algorithms directly. Cryptographic algorithms are for security purpose. Okay students, so with this we'll conclude the Unit 3 discussion. So about Unit 3 we discussed some sample MCQ questions. So keep studying all these things students. So these are all some sample questions. So you just go through the content once again with this idea. So it will be helpful. Okay, thank you students. Nothing is impossible. Keep trying. Thank you students.